It's time to start graphing lines, one of the most mysterious parts of algebra that people seem to struggle with all the time. But soon you'll be able to graph an equation in just a few seconds. So right now we have our favorite background on, the graph background. And we need to figure out the equation of y equals 3x plus 1. How do we graph that? Well, if you remember slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. If you're not quite familiar with slope-intercept form, I actually have a video on it that you can watch on the card on the screen right now. But just as a quick review, m means slope, and b equals y-intercept. I didn't choose those letters, okay? So if you look at these two equations, I mean, this seems to fit this format really well. It's just that m is replaced with 3, and b is replaced by 1. So we need to graph the equation where the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is 1. Well, y-intercept is just where it crosses the y-axis. Remember, the y-axis is this big vertical line here on our graph. The x-axis would be this horizontal line. So it needs to cross the y-axis at 1. So we're going to start here at 0 and go up 1. So right here is where it crosses the y-axis. So now we just need to figure out a slope of 3. Well, remember, slope is rise over run. So we don't have a fraction here, but remember that if you just have a number, then it's over 1. So the rise and run is going to be 3 over 1. So we need to get another point that rises 3 and runs 1. So we're going to rise 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to run 1. And that'll give us our next point. So now we just need to draw a line that connects these two. If you were doing this on paper, normally you would have a ruler of some sort, but I don't. So I'm going to do a terrible attempt to draw a straight line. Oh, this is going to go so bad. Here we go. We're drawing the line. Okay, now we got to do it the other way. Uh, okay, okay, okay. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. We don't talk about how this is my second take. I'm trying. I'm trying. I can't. I'm doing it. I So we can just erase all of these random rise over run marks, whatever they're not necessary. So we have our final line here. This is the line of y equals 3x plus 1. Of course, a little more straight than that. So here we have another equation that we need to graph. But you may notice a problem with this. It's not in y equals mx plus b. You see here that we have y plus 3 equals 1 over 2x. It's like b is over here or something for some reason. So how do we get this equation into y equals mx plus b? Well, y equals mx plus b, y is by itself. So in this equation, we need to try to get y by itself as well. So we can get rid of this plus 3 by doing the opposite of that, which is minus 3. So we subtract 3 from both sides. These cancel out. And on this side, we're just left with y. And on this side, we need to do the same thing. So minus 3. This has an x and this doesn't, so you can't actually subtract these, but we'll just leave it as 1 over 2x minus 3. And now you'll see that this actually fits y equals mx plus b. The b is right here, and the m is right here. So you might say, oh, okay, so let's start graphing, right? 3. Y-intercept is 3, so let's go to 3. No, stop. You have to remember this negative sign. This is like the most common mistake in graphing on the face of the planet, is forgetting this minus sign. The minuses have to stay. So our b is actually minus 3. So we need to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. So our dot is going to be right here. So now we need to figure out a second point. And we have our m here, our slope of 1 over 2. So remember that slope is rise over run. So 1 over 2. Our rise is going to be 1, and our run is going to be 2. So let's go ahead and rise 1. And then we can run 2. And here's our second point. Now, you could just draw a line through this. Yeah, that works, and you can try that. If you want to make a little bit more accurate straight line, then you can actually just do the rise over run again if you wanted. So we can rise another 1 and then run another 2, and then that'll give us another point. So then that can help you draw a straight line, but you only need 2 points. That's not necessary. So now we have to draw a straight line. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's okay. That's actually not too terrible. So this is the final line of our equation, y plus 3 equals 1/2 x. We just had to do a little extra algebra to get there. So here's another example. What I'd like you to do is go ahead and try to graph this yourself by pausing the video and unpausing when you're done and see if you got it right. So remember, we need to follow the form y equals mx plus b. And it looks like it already follows that, right? We have our m here and we have our b. So let's go ahead and graph. Our b in this case is 3 plus 3. So we need to go up 3 from the middle. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put our dot right here. So that's our first point. But we need to figure out a second point. So we'll find our slope, which is rise over run. So our slope is not 2, negative 2. And because this is a whole number, not a fraction, remember whole numbers are always just over 1. So our rise is going to be negative 2 and run is 1. But how do we do a negative rise? Well, remember, a negative rise just means we're falling. So we are going to go down 1, 2. And then we are going to run 1. So here's our second point. And if we wanted to make this a little more accurate, we could just do that again. So fall 2, go over 1. And now here comes the part of trying to draw a straight line on this thing. What's that? Oh. Okay, it's not good, but it's not bad. So this is our final line here. Y equals negative 2x plus 3. Here's our final example. Go ahead and pause the video, try to solve it yourself, and unpause and see how you did. You may have to do a little algebra. I'm sorry. So, as you can see here, this looks nothing like y equals mx plus b. But remember, we just need to get y by itself. So let's get rid of this minus x so that we can leave 2y by itself. We won't get rid of the 2 yet because the 2 is more attached to the y. So we can get rid of minus x by doing the opposite of minus, which is plus. We'll go ahead and add x to both sides. So these cancel, and on this side we just have 2y. And on the other side we have 4 plus x, which is just 4 plus x. So now to get y by itself, remember these are being multiplied together. Whenever there's a number and a letter next to each other, it's multiplication. So we need to do the opposite, which is division. We will divide both sides by 2. So these cancel, and on this side, we're just left with y. And on this side, we have to divide both of these by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and x divided by 2 is just x over 2. Now, this actually is y equals mx plus b, but you see the x is actually on the right side. So what we can do is we can just go ahead and flip these around. So x over 2 plus 2. That's fine. We can do that. And then that'll look more like y equals mx plus b. So let's go ahead and put our y-intercept down, which is plus 2. So we will go up 2 from the middle and put our dot there. But now we need to figure out the slope. And I know a lot of people can be confused because we're used to having a number and then x, but in this case we have x over a number. Well, x over 2 literally just means 1 over 2 times x. Those mean the same thing. So don't worry about having the x on the inside, just write it as 1 over 2x. So we can figure out our rise over run. Our rise is going to be 1, and our run is going to be 2. So let's go ahead and do our rise over run. It's going to rise 1 and run 1, 2. So our point is here. And we could do that again if we wanted. So now let's go ahead and try to draw a straight line. So here's our line, and we're done. 2y minus x equals 4. This is the line for that graph. So as you can see, graphing lines doesn't actually have to be that hard. But this is just the beginning of graphing. You're going to be graphing all sorts of other weird equations and stuff like that. And the first weird thing that you need to learn how to graph is an inequality, which is actually pretty similar to just graphing a line. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you can watch this video right here. And as always, go ahead and leave a comment if you're confused about anything, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.